Yo, what is going on, you guys? It's Necro Eric here, and I am just bringing you this quick video to break down pro wrestling for the week of February 13th to February 20th, mostly covering the weekend of Friday the 17th, Saturday the 18th, and Sunday the 19th of February 2023. So let's get into it. There was a shitload of wrestling this weekend. It was very entertaining, and it was very exciting. So let's talk about it. Starting off on Thursday, we had Lucha, Demand Lucha, Plancha Tendencies from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. It was live on IWTV. Space Monkey defeated Marcus Mathers. Jody Threat defeated Jimmy Lloyd in an amazing match that everybody needs to see. Jody Threat versus Jimmy Lloyd. Los Medizos defeated Los Technicos in a 6-man Lucha match. Arrow Boy defeated Manders in a wicked one. Sam Adonis defeated Jack Evans in a pretty storytelling match. And the main event, Gringo Loco defeated Joey Janela for the Lucha Premier title. So that was Demand Lucha, Plancha Tendencies on Thursday the 16th. That was pretty entertaining. And also on Thursday the 16th, we had Wrestling Open episode 59 from Worcester, Massachusetts at the world famous White Eagle, live on IWTV. It's a pretty entertaining show. The marquee match opened. It was Brad Hollister versus CPA. Of course, Brad Hollister defeated CPA. Very entertaining match. Notorious Mimi defeated Paris Van Dale. Love Dug with Sidney Bacabella, which was hilarious, defeated the CEO of the MAT, Kurt Robinson. So that was pretty entertaining. Ichiban defeated Percy Ryan. The Brick City Boys starting to gain some momentum again. They defeated Better Together. Pedro Donez defeated Desmond Cole. Perry Von Vicious and Rip Bison, Mutually Assured Destruction. And Rex Lawless defeated the Stetson Ranch. Alec Price, who I still can't believe is in the Stetson Ranch. Brett Ryan Gosselin and Danny Miles. It was a pretty good match. And the main event of Wrestling Open, episode 59, the Miracle Generation, Dustin Flash Waller and Kylon King defeated the Fancy Snipers of Ryan Clancy and TJ Crawford. So it was a pretty awesome show. Wrestling Open's always one of my favorite shows of the week. It's really entertaining. Episode 59 was no different on IWTV. And then we had H2O's King of the No Ring premiering on the 17th, Friday the 17th. It was airing on tape delay, but that didn't stop it from being an amazing show. There was 4 first-round matchups. Christian Ross defeated Aiden Ball and Ryan Redfield at 4 minutes 10 seconds. Jimmy Chondo Lion defeated Cecilio Vega and Lady Blakely at 6 minutes 8 seconds. Mouse defeated Anthrax and Frank Bonetti, 5 minutes 17. Alex Stretch defeated Chris Bradley and Declan Grant, 7 minutes 55. And then there was a 6-man no-ring match. Matt Tremont and the Angels of Death, Jess Moss and Copeland, defeated Duncan Aleem, Jeff Cannonball, and Tara Calloway at 11 minutes 5 seconds. And then there was a death match. Sawyer Wreck defeated Bam Sullivan, 11 minutes 40 seconds. That one was pretty good. A little bit of cool-off before the main event. Main event was the finals. King of the No Ring 2, 4-way death match. Of course it's a death match, no ring. Alex Stretch defeats Jimmy Chondo Lion, Christian Ross, and Mouse at 11 minutes 17 seconds to win the crown of King of the No Ring 2. So congratulations to Alex Stretch. That's pretty well done. Great stuff. Now we get on to Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling Circuit City Winter. This was in Nagoya on WrestleUNIVERSE on the 18th, which was a Saturday? No, it was Friday night. It says here it was on the 18th because it's in Japan. In Japan, it was the 18th. But for U.S. viewers or North American viewers, it was on Friday evening. We had a couple of decent opening matches. Nothing too notable. I really did enjoy the Magical Sugar Rabbits, Mizuki and Yuka Sakazaki, and Raku defeated Toyo Mates, Mahiro Kiru, and Yuki Kamafiku and Maki Ito at 11 minutes 44. I was really, really impressed with Janai Kai. She's continuing to impress every time she wrestles. She was defeated this time, however, by Miyu Watanabe in an International Princess title match at 10 minutes, 25 seconds. There was no doubt that Miyu Watanabe was going to retain her title here. They weren't going to hot shot the belt. I kind of don't like it when they give newcomers title shots right away because you're kind of pretty sure they're not going to win it. But this, regardless, 10 minutes, 25 seconds was an excellent match. Miyu Watanabe, always entertaining. Janai Kai is great in Japan. She's looking amazing. She looks like she's having a ton of fun. So that was really good. Really worth checking out. And then the main event of this show was Miyu Yamashita and Yuki Arai defeated Aja Kong and Moka Miyamoto at 10 minutes, 31 seconds. So Aja Kong was taking some really big shots in this one. I was actually really surprised. She was like taking back like the big kick from Yamashita. She took a lot of other stuff that I was not expecting. She looked a lot better in this match than she has in previous matches that I've seen of hers recently. So good for Aja Kong, and I did see that she is coming to the U.S. for an excursion. To do some crazy shit. So that'll be really entertaining to see with West Coast Pro and whatnot. So pretty fun little Tokyo Joshi show on Friday night. And then one of the main things of Friday night was Prestige Reality Unfolds, which was which was live on IWTV service, Portland, Oregon. And it was a pretty entertaining show. Travis Williams defeated Ethan HD. Sandra Moon defeated Amira and Brooke Havoc in a heater. I would really highly recommend this three-way women's match. Sandra Moon, Amira, Brooke Havoc, really great one. KZY defeats Adam Brooks. KZY's excursion has continued to be entertaining. Really great stuff. Alan Angels, I'm not enjoying his work, but he defeated Jaden as expected. Kind of just a waste of time. C4, Cody Chun and Guillermo Rosas defeated State of Emergencies, Miles DeVille and Sebastian Wolf. Really good one. That great tag team match. Masha Slamovich defeated Liza Hall in an amazing technical, almost shoot style classic. It was amazing. Great match. Highly recommend Masha Slamovich versus Liza Hall from this program. And then there was the world title match, the Prestige world title match. Alex Shelley defeated Sonico, but what happened was Alan Angels ended up coming out and wasting a good 15 minutes of storytelling style heat at the beginning, which then cost this match a lot of time. They weren't exactly given enough time to tell a proper story, and Sonico kind of, you knew he was going to get defeated, but it would have been nice if he'd at least been able to put up a fight and at least tell a decent story, have a decent match. But instead it was a very short, to-the-point match, also with some BS ending with Alan Angels as well. So it was very sad to see for Sonico, because he's been a great talent, and him and Shelley could have ripped it up and had a 5-star classic. Would have loved it. They didn't need to have no Alan Angels bullshit finish. They didn't need to have no Alan Angels storyline early. Like, they don't need to do that. It's the indies. Just have the guy come out. Like, it's have them have a good match. But oh well, it is what it is. Shelley retains. And in the main event, the reason I really wanted to watch this program, Akira versus Drexel in the no canvas, no rope, barbed wire death match. Absolutely insane. Drexel did defeat Akira here. Climax to the story was everything you could ask for. The only blemish was maybe I do wish they could have went a little bit longer, and I do wish they could have bled a bit more. But otherwise, very creative by Akira. Very like the bumping, like it was very, very good. Highly recommend this main event and this program. Decent show. Prestige Reality Unfolds. Okay. Then we had VXS, GCW and VXS presenting Jimmy Lloyd's birthday party live and exclusive on FITE. And FITE had the massive freaking typo here where they said it was Adam Cole versus Dante Leon, but it was actually Cole Radrick. But pretty funny. This was in Las Vegas, Nevada. at the FSW arena, so it's a pretty tiny arena. There might have been only like 50 people there, but it felt good, you know, despite it being a really tiny arena. It's pretty good. Opening contest, East-West Express, the Jordan Oliver and Nick Wayne defeated Strange by Command, Arez and Commander, 13 minutes 33. Highly recommend this tag team match. Really fun opener. Great stuff all around. Cole Radrick defeated Dante Leon, so not Adam Cole. Cole Radrick defeated Dante Leon, 12 minutes 14 seconds. Not really my jam. Rob Shit defeated Kit Osborne at 10 minutes 23. This should have been a lot better. It wasn't that great. Cyclope defeated Matthew Justice, 18-15. I was expecting this to be a lot crazier, have a lot more shots, but they got a lot of time. They got a decent amount of time, but they didn't really. No, that wasn't really my thing. And then, I don't even remember what happened here, but supposedly Jay Vidal beat Darren Corbin at 2 minutes 22. No idea. I must have been really, really high. Or drinking a bit, but I don't really remember what happened. But what I do remember is this next match was the match of the night for me. Was Mike Bailey defeats, well, not the match of the night. The match of this show was Mike Bailey, who defeated Medio Extremo at 17 minutes 42. They went back and forth. Great match. Medio Extremo was super underrated, as is Cyclope. They're actually both really underrated. So the wicked match, working leg, like it was just good storytelling match. Great stuff. And then Dark Sheik defeated Santana Jackson, the Michael Jackson impersonator. Ooh. It was really, really good. With 10 minutes, 57 seconds. Highly recommend Dark Sheik and Santana Jackson. And the main event of this program took them so long to set this up, I fell asleep. But we did go back and check it out. Jimmy Lloyd defeated Effie, 10 minutes, 25, in a no-rope barbed wire death match. So Effie ended up, they didn't set it up correctly, so Effie ended up taking a drop kick and went into the barbed wire and scraped up his back so bad. It wasn't tight enough, I don't believe, or the type of barbed wire they were using. It was just too loose, and he just fell right, almost like a Sabu situation. It was pretty bad, and Sabu wasn't in attendance for this, actually. Pretty funny. But overall, this show wasn't too terrible. I'd say it was a pretty fun one for the for what it was on finishing up the Friday night of this past weekend. And so that was on the, what day was it? The 17th. So now we're getting into the 18th. Let's get it. We had Black Label Pro Love Stinks Fight Plus on the 18th in Indiana at their classic place. Dan the Dad defeated Trevor Outlaw, 9 minutes 58. A couple of these opening matches were pretty meh. I didn't really enjoy them too much, actually. Isaiah Moore defeated Carlos Romo, and La Estrella and Trick Davis, 7:48. Aramis defeated Marcus Mathers in a very solid match, 12 minutes 49. What I thought was probably the match of the evening, or the match of this show. Sorry, I keep saying that, the match of the evening. The match of this show was probably Kevin Blackwood versus Trish Adora. So Kevin Blackwood defeats Trish Adora, 15 minutes, 55 seconds. Really good one. Joey Janela defeated Paul Lee. Not really my jam, 11 minutes, 47. Ryan Mooney defeated Chase Holiday, 8 minutes, 6 seconds. Just pretty, like, pedestrian type matches here. Like, there was this show was not really that great. David Young defeated Kobe Durst, 6 minutes, 46 seconds. It was just very, all I remember is being like, why is this show, like, not like usual Black Label Pros? Black Label Pros is usually a lot better. But the last two matches were at least a little bit better than the rest of the show, besides the Blackwood match, the Blackwood and Adora match. But Joshua Bishop defeats Dominic Guarini for the Black Label Pro Midwest Championship, 9 minutes, 5 seconds. Pretty hard-hitting affair. Dominic Guarini is always entertaining, and Joshua Bishop is like a new age Sid Vicious. He's so entertaining. And the main event of this program was the Black Label Pro Tag Team title match. The Bang Bros, August Matthews and Davey Bang, defeated the Space Pirates, Shane Saber and Space Monkey, 16 minutes, 47 seconds. So, overall, this Love Stinks wasn't the greatest program, but I think it was half decent. At least worth checking out. Aramis versus Mathers, Blackwood versus Adora, and the final 2 matches. If you are interested in checking it, it was pretty good. Pretty good. Then we had Unsanctioned Pro, February 18th, from Ohio. This nice independent wrestling promotion from Ohio is presenting Royal Flush 2. It was on Fight Plus. So we had Sam Beal defeated Ace Perry, 13 minutes 57 seconds. Pretty decent opener. Gnarls Garvin, Big Beef, defeated Ace Perry, 11 minutes 47 seconds. Very good match. Love Big Beef. He's doing great work. Da Rancho, Bobby Flacco and Cavron Canyon defeated The Odie, Chris Copeland, and Jack Andrews, 12 minutes 55. It was alright. Charlie Tiger defeated Christian Robinson, 9 minutes 7 seconds. It was okay. Kevin Giza defeated John Wayne Murdoch, 9 minutes 20 seconds. That was a pretty good match. They had a gun that was like shooting thumbtacks. So they had like a thumbtack shooter. It's pretty cool. The Gorgeous Swingers, Morgan Tyler and the Swinger defeated Young Dragons, Dale Patricks and Josh Crane, 9 minutes 32. I must have missed that. I don't remember this match. But that's what happened. Reed Bentley defeated Hoodfoot. This was a pretty decent one. 13 minutes 21 seconds. Probably my match of the night. I really enjoyed Desmond Cole versus Braden Lee. So Desmond Cole in his debut, does defeat Braden Lee. 15 minutes, 21 seconds. And then this 3-way, unsanctioned pro hardcore title 3-way match. Lord Crew retains his title, defeats Bam Sullivan and Casanova Valentine. 13 minutes, 35 seconds. It's pretty decent. It wasn't too bad. Like, they can't do anything too crazy here because they end up... they can't use light tubes or anything too crazy. So they got to just stick with, like, gusset plates and thumbtacks, barbed wire. But it still makes for a pretty fun show. I always like Unsanctioned Pro. It's pretty good program. And then out of nowhere here, Jeffrey John comes in and defeats Lord Crew in title change. So there's a new Unsanctioned Pro Hardcore champion, Jeffrey John. And then Royal Flush 2 is a pretty decent program. It wasn't the best, but it was better than a couple other programs, that's for sure. And then now we got H2Os on Saturday. H2O Tremont Angels of Death on the 18th. Yeah, we're still on Saturday. This was on at the same time as on 8 o'clock on Saturday. Independent Wrestling TV. And Veda Scott was on commentary, which was amazing. Singles match to open the show. Edith Surreal defeated Austin Luke. 10 minutes, 19 seconds. And this show had a bunch of changes. There was supposed to be Casey Kirk and Kylan King. Not sure why they didn't show or weren't able to make it. Then there was Randy West as well, who ended up injuring her elbow about a month ago, and it hasn't recovered good enough to wrestle in this one. So we ended up with the field you see on screen. It was still a really good, really great tournament. Some scary stuff in the main event, which we'll get to here, but Mickey Knuckles defeated Lady Blakely and Tara Calloway, 17 minutes, 23 seconds in a house and home improvement and carpet strip chaos death match to move on. So 3 opening round matches, and then the main event ends up being a 3-way instead of a 4-way. So the first round match, Kennedy Copeland defeated Jess Moss in a Doors of Death match at 13 minutes, 28 seconds. And the third and final opening round match, Sawyer Wreck defeated Ziggy Haim, 10 minutes, 6 seconds, in a Bulldozer's Barbed Wire Brutality death match. So it's pretty great. So we got the finals are set, triple threat match in the finals. And then they had 2 matches before the finals to give a little break. Becca defeated Matt Tremont in a Fans Bring the Weapons match, 13 minutes, 1 second. And Declan Grant defeated Lowlife Louis Ramos in a pretty fun one, 13 minutes, 36 seconds. So those two were pretty great. And then the finals was a Hardcore Heaven Gates of Glass death match. So they had pieces of these like crates with light tubes in through the holes on the corners. They had these big bundles of tubes that were so difficult to break. They were just not breaking. Thick stuff, I guess, or it was just put together so very well that they were just not breaking as normal as regular light tubes, or just too big of bundles. Like I don't know what happened, but it was some rough glass. And Sawyer Wreck defeats Kennedy Copeland and Mickey Knuckles at 14:23. Scary spot for Mickey Knuckles here. She got cut in the leg. They had to tape her up. She got giant piece of shard of glass taken out. So Sawyer Wreck does win this, and I think I can I? Oh shit! I should have brought the Here, let's just toss that in here real quick. This is a picture of Sawyer Wreck with the victory trophy. Very nice, very nice. Let's see if I can blow this up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Pretty dope. I actually forgot, and I was thinking about it as I'm doing this, but here is the picture with the victory. That's pretty dope. Good for her. So, that tournament was great. Despite all of the issues, it was really good still, I think. So, congratulations to Sawyer Wreck. All right, and the Elimination Chamber was also on Saturday, of course, 8 p.m. Eastern. I did want to shout out this women's Elimination Chamber match. Asuka defeated Carmella, Liv Morgan, Natalya, and Nikki Cross, and Raquel Rodriguez. 19 minutes, 30 seconds. Raquel Rodriguez eliminated Nikki Cross. Asuka and Natalya eliminated Liv Morgan. Carmella eliminated Natalya. Asuka and Carmella eliminated Raquel Rodriguez. And then Asuka eliminated Carmella. It was a pretty great one. I would say this was probably one of the best chamber matches as well. I've seen it in a little while. Usually they're pretty great, but this one was maybe just because Asuka won. I was really happy. But Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar also happened to have a worse match than their previous encounter on this show, which I thought was unbelievable. I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe they actually had a worse match. And then the men's Elimination Chamber was decent spots, but then it was marred with a BS finish to build a story. So I hate that. And the main event, Reigns did defeat Zayn, 32 minutes, 19 seconds, pretty decent length on the match. It wasn't bad at all. It was actually pretty good main event. So I would say the chamber show was pretty good for WWE's standards, at least. And then we had Black Label Pro on FITE TV in Indiana again, same venue. So they did a double shot, Black Label Pro earlier in the day, and then Black Label Pro around 9 at night. So opening match, Twist and Flip, Darren Fly and Nate Cobain defeated Hot and Dog, Matt Brannigan and Megabyte Ronnie. 10 minutes, 26 seconds. It was alright. Good opener. I was really excited about Calvin Tankman, who defeated Oh. Well, we just had a little bit of issues here. Somehow this music stopped for like 20 minutes. Sorry, my apologies. We just had like 20 minutes of no music. Black Label Pro. All my friends are enemies. Calvin Tankman defeated One Called Manders, 9 minutes 47 seconds. It was pretty excellent. I would highly recommend Calvin Tankman versus One Called Manders. Alice Crowley and Natcher Day Saints, Adam Slade and Bradley Prescott defeated Matt Nix, Pick and Pop, which is Darius Luttrell and Coda Hernandez. 9 minutes 31 seconds. It was a really fun little 6-man tag. Crash Jackson defeated Vinny Pacifico. Crash Jackson is massive. Isaiah Broder and Jocelyn Navarro defeated The Haven. Jay Onyx and Sean Knight, 13 minutes, 31 seconds. Pretty great one. And KZY, continuing his excursion, or whatever you want to call it, his U.S. run, defeats Trey Lamar, 11 minutes, 19 seconds. It's a pretty good one. And the last two, again, for some reason, these Black Label Pro shows were not the greatest this weekend, but they did have at least a good 5 or 6 notable matches between them to check out. Tag team match, Aaron Williams and Gary J defeated the Miracle Generation, Dustin Flash Waller and Kylon King, 7 minutes 58. Super hard hitting. They didn't get much time, but it was pretty good. And Black Label Pro main event, heavyweight title street fight. Billy Starks defeated Brogan Finley, 10 minutes 46 seconds. So it wasn't as good as their previous encounters, but I think it was really good for what it was. They didn't go too crazy though. Like I was expecting them to go a little bit crazier, but they didn't. Otherwise, though, it's still a very well done show, or set of shows by Black Label Pro. Now we get into Battle in the Valley. This show was not great. It was on FITE pay-per-view from San Jose. It was 8-man tag match. Kenta defeated Fred Rosser to win the New Japan Strong Openweight title, which literally just has no meaning. Title means absolutely nothing. New Japan Strong Tag Team title match. Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin defeating the West Coast Wrecking Crew. Jarrell Nelson, Royce Isaacs. 9 minutes 21, so they basically got no time. They weren't able to tell a good story. Those two could have an amazing match if they were given the time. And a loser leaves New Japan Pro Wrestling match. Eddie Kingston defeats Jay White, 19 minutes, 7 seconds. Decent match for what it was. I don't think it was as good as the one with Tama Tonga, but what are you going to do, right? Jay White has to leave New Japan. Filthy Rules fight. No ropes on the ring. Tom Lawler defeats Homicide with this insane freaking Fireman's carry. Slam off the ring into like a door. It was crazy. Through a table. New Japan World Television title match. Zack Sabre Jr. defeated Clark Connors. Zack Sabre Jr. doing Zack Sabre Jr. things. Can't go wrong. IWGP Women's title match. Mercedes Moné did defeat. Sasha Banks did defeat Kairi Sane. Kairi Hojo. 26 minutes, 47 seconds to become the new IWGP Women's Champion. And Hashimoto is rolling in his grave. And the main event of this show was Kazuchika Okada defeating Hiroshi Tanahashi. 21 minutes, 8 seconds, basically the worst match they've ever had against each other. No intensity, they basically didn't even get out of first gear. It was pretty bad. But that's the case with U.S. New Japan shows. I try to avoid them because they're just not that great, and they never are. So I've conditioned myself to have very low expectations and to not really check them out too much. I mean, I basically didn't watch most of that show. I checked out the couple things on it, and that was it. So you can do the same if you'd like, and let me know if you enjoyed it. I don't know. It wasn't great though. Then we got Big Lucha, New Blood, or Love and War. What does it say? What does it say here? Love and Blood. Love and War, Love and Blood, Love and War. Eclipse, Orbita, and Susie Love defeated Limbo, Reina Dorado, and Villajero. Omeda Maya, King and Kong defeated Little Blay, Mil Almas, and Potro. Skade defeated Negro Navarro. Always worth watching some Skade. Guy's amazing. Bandito, who has been really impressive, and Elemental defeated Gravity and Commander. Commander's the man. Utani defeated Ares. And Bandito and Ciclone Ramirez Jr. defeated Black Generation, which was Demonic Flomita and Emperador Azteca. And La Facción Ingobernable, Dragon Lee and Jalisco in the main event. 3-way tag team match. So yeah, I would 100% recommend Big Lucha. You cannot go wrong with with this. It is very entertaining. One of the best luchas going right now. Oh, and then we did have XPW's Pleasures of the Flesh, which I had it on the side. I wasn't really paying much attention to it for the first hour and a bit. It was pretty rough. Lindsay Snow defeated Chelsea Durden 8 minutes. Judge Joe Dredd defeated Biggie Biggs, and I don't even know if that is that the one where it's like bootleg Kevin Owens defeats bootleg Tank. Yeah, no, I didn't like this. This was bad. Juventud Guerrero defeated Kit Osborne 4 minutes. Just bad. This was freaking bad, man. Ludark Shayton defeats Miranda Elise 13 minutes 43. Still pretty bad. Ludark deserves so much better. Big Effin' Joe defeats Dirty Ronald McDonald, 11 minutes 31. They did do some stuff with like a bag and put the light tubes in the bag, and it was okay. I didn't mind it. Drake Younger defeated Lou Lixon, 13 minutes 15. I didn't like this at all. I couldn't get into it. It wasn't great. And the main event of this dumb XPW show, Atticus Cogar, guy with trans right merches. The guy with trans right merch, and who is supposedly supposed to be a guy with good views, teams with the MAGA Butcher, the racist, nationalist, bigot, the MAGA Butcher, to defeat the Faces of Death, Masada and Schlack. 23 minutes, 53 seconds. This thing was absolutely insane. Just chaos, classic XPW, like so bad. Horrible spots where you're just like, so bad. Like you just can't help but shake your head that it's so bad. And there also was no boobies in the Miss XPW contest. It was bad. Like it was just really bad. I don't know. I don't even think I could recommend it. I might be able to recommend the main event, but that's about it. And we had GCW middle of the night. So Saturday night on FITE TV, it was FITE Plus, and it was at the UCC in Los Angeles. Tony Deppen defeated Alec Price, Cole Radrick, Evi Everfly, Jimmy Lloyd, and Starboy Charlie in a 6-way opening scramble match, 10 minutes 43. Nick Wayne defeated Matt Cardona, 12 minutes 27 seconds. It was pretty great to see Matt Cardona put over Nick Wayne. Good work. Gringo Loco and Los Vipers, Latigo and Toxin, defeated Arez, Jack Cartwheel, and Mago, 17 minutes 4 seconds. It's a pretty great one. Good old Lucha. Can't go wrong with GCW Lucha. Jordan Oliver defended his JCW title against Mance Warner, 17 minutes 21 seconds. Pretty good one. Good first defense. I'm not sure if he's still tired from last week, but pretty good match. And then, we had a masterclass in storytelling here as Charles Mason defeated Ali Catch, 12 minutes 56 seconds, but set up a cage match for March. So the storyline's going to continue. They're going to keep working on it. It was so good here. They just like the blood, the white shirt by Charles Mason. I can't get enough Charles Mason. He is so good at storytelling. Definitely check this match out. Then we had GCW Tag Team title match. Los Magisos, Ciclope Medio Extremo, defeated the Bollywood Boys, which was the ones from WWE, Gurv Shira and Harv Sira, at 11 minutes 18 seconds. Pretty straightforward match. They didn't do anything too crazy. They didn't take any crazy bumps. They didn't tell much of a story. But good to see the Bollywood Boys get a chance, regardless. Then we had Leo Rush with the son of, or the daughter of one of the Power Rangers, Jenna Frank, defeated Commander at 14 minutes 34 seconds in a flippy shit dream match. Basically, it was super good. Anybody who likes flippy stuff is going to love this match. I would highly recommend Leo Rush versus Commander. And then we had Blake Christian, who defeated Willie Mack, 28 minutes 31 seconds. Blake Christian was selling his ass off in this one. He did a really good job. A lot of time, but they went a while. But decent match. I would 100% recommend that as well. And then this main event, clash of styles like you wouldn't believe. Nick Gage does defeat Mike Bailey, 35 minutes 54. It wasn't really my jam, but they went really long time, and they told a good story. Mike Bailey was selling his ass off as usual. Good stuff. It was good stuff. But not really, like I said, not 100% really my thing. And then, later on that night, we had All Japan Pro Wrestling. I'm going to make a separate video about this specifically, but one of the craziest things happened here. On a show that was called All Japan Pro Wrestling Excite Series 2023, Pro Wrestling Day Mania X at Korakuen Hall. It was on All Japan Pro Wrestling TV. It was Toru Yano. Shingo Takagi defeated Yuma Anzai, 10 minutes 31. Noya Nomura and Yuma Aoyagi defeated Hokuto Omori and Minoru Suzuki, 11 minutes 14 seconds. The All Japan Pro Wrestling World Junior Heavyweight title match, Naruki Doi defeated Atsuki Aoyagi at 13 minutes 30 seconds with the muscular bomb to win the title chance. And then the big one, the one that I was extremely surprised and extremely happy about, Yuji Nagata defeats Kento Miyahara 23 minutes 6 seconds to win the Triple Crown Heavyweight Championship. So that means that he becomes the 5th person to win all 3 major titles in Japan. The IWGP Heavyweight title, the GHC Heavyweight title from Noah, so New Japan, Noah, and then All Japan's, which is this one that he just won, the All Japan Triple Crown Championship. So that's amazing. Definitely going to have to make a separate video about that where I'm just talking specifically about Yuji Nagata. And then on Sunday it was pretty chill. Only had a couple of shows, but we had this IWRGL Protectors show. It was at Arena Nacolpan in Mexico. We had Aguila Roja and Superboy defeat Rey Astaroth and Tortuga Leo. The IWRG Intercontinental Lightweight title, Spiderfly defeated Kenji. Lucha and Super Mario 47 defeated Le Oficial, 911 and Fierro. Insanity. A lot of this stuff was pretty good. I do really remember the IWRG Intercontinental Middleweight title. Puma de Oro defeated John Tito, which was pretty good. And this El Protector 2023 match was just complete insanity. Hip Hop Man and Shoko defeated Aster Boy and El Hijo del Alabri and Baby Star. And La Momia and Cerebro Negro Jr., Travis Banks, El Hijo de Fishman, Ray Halcon Jr., Hellboy, Willie Pipes, Impossible, Noisy Boy, Mania Cop, and Young Buck. Just insanity all over the place, just crazy. And then the main event of the show was Los Guerreros, Gran Guerrero, and Ultimo Guerrero defeated El Hijo de Canis Lupus and Tonali. So I would highly recommend this entire show. This and the IWRG and the Big Lucha this weekend were really, really entertaining. So 100% recommend those. And then we had Pro Wrestling Vibe, End of an Era, Bromatica. It was live on IWTV service, and Veda Scott was on commentary. It's really cool. O'Shea Edwards defeated Bro Keller and Elijah Friday and MV Young in a 4-way opener. Looks like a beast. He's a beast. Good for him to... it's kind of sad that this is the end of Pro Wrestling Vibe. Hopefully it isn't, because it's always been a pretty fun show every time they run. Always really enjoy watching it. Just good. And, MSP The Vibe, I guess, couldn't make it or something like that, so they had to switch this card around a little bit. Jordan, they ended up being the Kings of the District, imploding. Jordan Blade defeated Eel O'Neal in a really solid, hard-hitting match. I was not exactly expecting that. that they were going to face each other. It just ended up happening, right, because of the changes. But wicked stuff. And then a 6-man tag team match. Team Edith, Edith Surreal, Erica Lay, and Trisha Dora defeated Team Killian, Killian McMurphy, Rob Radke, and Sol Esparza. It was a Fight Club Chocolate City title Fight Club Chocolate City title match. And Dino did defeat Brooke Valentine. We were really hoping that Brooke Valentine was going to win the belt, but she was unsuccessful. And Dino retains. And then in a Rain on Me Rules match, Ashton Starr defeated Ali Catch in a really fun storytelling one. And in the main event of this show, there was a no-holds-barred match. Thea Jackson defeated the evil Darius Carter with Billy Dixon as a special guest referee. So a great send-off for Pro Wrestling Vibe. It's quite unfortunate that they had to stop running. You know, they lose the venue. I'm not sure if it's too expensive, it's not profitable. Whatever's going on in DC, there was a great show though. So for this weekend, that was a pretty lengthy video that we just threw together here for this weekend's Pro Wrestling. Be interesting to see what happens out of this. Let me know in the comments what you thought was your favorite shows of the week. And what did I miss? Alright, for Necro Eric, Pro Wrestling. Thank you for watching. Joshi, Puroresu, wrestling in general. Peace in the Middle East, and continue to watch. I'll be back next week.